Welcome back to another episode of Mr. J's Workshop. Today, we're going to make this sign over here. It's for a good friend of mine. He has an Airbnb. His old sign got really weather beaten, and he heard that I did some work for some other customers for their Airbnb. So, we're going to take this job from start to finish and show you how we did that. So, let's get started. So I wanted to try something different. I heard that Rockler Woodworking and Hardware came into San Antonio here, and I haven't been there. So I wanted to visit them and see what they have there. And they have a lot. You know, they have all these toys, or I'm sorry, tools, but they're toys to me, you know. Um, they have so many things to choose from, and so many different exotic pieces of wood. The wood I chose was a rosewood, but to get the supplies, I was just overwhelmed with everything. So customer service, the tech guy, Larry, he gave me a hand to find everything I needed for this job. So we pretty much got everything and we headed back to the shop. So to get started with this job, the very first thing I did was I wanted to fill in all the cracks. So it couldn't get any moisture or water in those cracks to cause the wood to rot out again. I should say for rotting in the future. I just wanted to fill in all the cracks. So I got some epoxy here and I mixed it up and I just filled in all the cracks. And once that was completed, I got some 150 sandpaper. I sanded it down, and it was pretty impressive. The wood that I purchased was pretty finished, so I didn't have to do a lot of work, which is a good thing. So the next grit was 220. We finished it up with 220. We didn't go any farther than that. So 150, 220. That always worked for me. So I'm going to get some stencil paper from that I purchased from Amazon. This stencil paper here, and I'm going to mask this off. So I masked off the wood, and this is an easy job. So I ran into my Corel Draw, found a font that I really liked, did the wording, and most fonts, if you don't know this already, most fonts you don't have to do anything just to make sure they're hairline outlines of the lettering, and it's ready for vectoring. So I vectored the stencil paper for where the letters were going to go. And my thought behind this was for gluing. You know, I stenciled the wood, laser cut all the lettering, and then I'm just going to rough up the letters with a 120 for gluing purposes. So that's what I did. I cut all the lettering out, hit it with 120, cleaned it all up, and then my next step was just get some birch plywood and lightly sand that, and I used black enamel, and I put 2 coats of that black enamel for the lettering. And once that dried, once that dried, I added stencil paper to that. And it serves 2 purposes now. Usually when I do my lasering, I get a lot of like burning or smudge edges from the laser that normally I would have to go back and touch up the lettering. But if I put tape on it, like blue painter's tape, or the stencil, it'll protect the wood from getting all that resin, you know, either resin or burning to show up on the face of the lettering. And the other purpose was so when I glue it, I won't get no gluing on it. And now I have a piece of wood that's all stenciled, the letters cut out. The lettering's all cut out with stencil paper. I could do all the gluing and all, and everything's protected. from getting dirty or glue on it or any extra work that may occur. So we got some uh, glue here, which is for the weather. You want to make sure any glue you have, it will withstand outside. So that's what we have here. It's a type bond, and we're going to use this for gluing the lettering on. So we're applying the letters to it, and once the letters are all on here, we're going to let it sit overnight to cure. So now that the glue has dried overnight, what we're going to do now is just remove the stencil paper. And like I said, this was really nice. One of the benefits of doing it this way is that when I peel all this up, the wood still should be clean, and I shouldn't have any problem with gluing. So I pull the stencil paper up, and then pull the stencil paper off all the lettering, and everything came out really nice. So finally, this is going to be our final step. We're using General's Finishings Outdoor Oil. I think this is going to be a good choice to hold up to the elements outside. And we're going to do 4 coats of the General Finishing. It really came out nice. I was really happy with the end result. The live edges on this rosewood just popped. And I mean, the sign itself just popped. And this will match their theme of their Airbnb. Beautiful Airbnb there. The interior's beautiful. It's right on the creek. They have kayaks, so you go out on the creek. This is a great place to go. If you're interested in the Airbnb, take a look in the drop here below here, and check it out. Just go to the website. You'll see it's a beautiful place, and the sign's just going to add some more character to it. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.